Here's the problem with action cameras. Story and character. Action cameras are great because they got excellent stabilization and a really wide lens that allows you to see a lot and follow a lot of action. But the problem is, you can't just have action without a story and a character. You need a point. You need like a reason to be out shooting stuff, you know, you need a goal. You need stuff to happen, some kind of 3-act structure. Just something to hang your hat on, kind of like a question. Like, what's the story about? What's going on? Like, for instance, what am I doing in this back alley? Where am I going? What am I doing? What's the point of all this? And I don't really have anything going on. I'm just kind of like coming back from my coffee shop and walking home. And I'm not really have anything going on. But you need that in order to like hook the audience and keep them watching. Do you know who's really good at doing this? Augie. That guy's amazing. He's based out of New York. Travels all over the world, but he's just really good at like ripping around New York City, doing stuff. Sometimes not even doing stuff very big or dramatic, but it's a little bit of a story. But he's still charismatic, and he can just tell great stories. He doesn't even use an action camera. He uses something like a GH4 Panasonic camera. It's just like it's no action camera. It's all shaky and stuff, but it works. It's like amazing. I don't know how he does it. It's like the guy is like kind of a low-key genius. See, Austin Augie would like shoot this, and it would be super cool. And he'd come ripping down here with his bike. Train tracks, barbed wire, fences. I don't know. He would just like make a story out of nothing and do it effortlessly. Augie is the kind of guy who would probably benefit from having an action camera. Like any kind of action camera. And he doesn't really use one. Even Casey Neistat is the same. When he used to be in his heyday in vlogging, he used mostly, I think, Canon cameras. He had a whole bunch of them. He used to wreck them really fast, though, because he was really rough with his cameras. But still, you know, Casey was just big on story. People tuned in to Casey Neistat videos because the guy was always up to something. He could make something out of nothing, you know? Like, no frame was ever wasted. It's like, how do you do that? Well, you can't just go to Best Buy and pick up a story. Like, stories aren't for sale. See, Augie would shoot something like this, and it would somehow be, I don't know, maybe part of the problem with action cameras is they're so wide. You know, maybe that's the problem. I've often thought of that. Action cameras are a bit on the wide side. Maybe they're just not immersive enough or cinematic enough because of the width, which is kind of a controversial thing to say. Maybe I need more short scenes in my videos. I tend to do this thing where I do these long takes. Maybe long takes just aren't cutting it right now. But you see, the problem is I'm focusing on all these technical things, these physical things, but the thing about story and character is that it's a bit more ephemeral, it's a bit more subtle. Maybe it's something you can't even quantify. Yeah, this is a classic Augie shot. The only thing about Augie is he doesn't like color. I love color. He's got a color blindness problem or an issue with it where he doesn't perceive color that well. So a lot of his new stuff is black and white, but it still works. So there you go. The guy doesn't even shoot in color and his videos are better than mine. Where I love color. But do you think I can tell a story? Forget about it. Cool shot though. See, I like light like this where it's like bright, directional, makes colors pop. I think the best thing about Augie and his storytelling, and Neistat as well, is when they just stopped and they like told the story, when they just talked to the camera. I don't know why, maybe it's just my preference, but that seemed so interesting and added so much value. But just stopping and talking to the camera, Austin has repeatedly said that he doesn't like doing that. He likes to show the story. He doesn't like to be the focus of the story. But that's what made the story so much interesting, or so much more interesting, is his interpretation of the images and the events. This is definitely an Augie shot. He would definitely shoot this.
I forgot to mention it really enough.
And then he wouldn't add any context. He would just shoot a bunch of people and then just keep going. And it would just seem okay because Augie did it. But to be fair, whenever Augie adds more context to the story, just stops and talks to it, it's just so much more interesting. But he doesn't like doing it. But the guy has just so much charisma and so much everything that he can make, I don't know, even when he doesn't try, he makes it look interesting. That's how good the guy is. See, this is the Marine building, and I don't have the best shot here, but this is a classic Augie shot. He would just like kind of do a static shot here, but he'd have his Panasonic GH4, whatever it is, and he'd have like a much tighter lens, and he'd have his cool music in the background, and it would seem interesting. I like the Marine building. This isn't the best angle though. Yeah. But Augie is an inspiration, so is Neistat, you know, both New York filmmakers. Augie's not retired. Augie's still going. His work has changed, but he hasn't given up. Neistat has kind of given up the ghost, sort of. He's definitely dialed down his output, but you know, to be fair, Neistat paid his dues, he made his mark, made his money. I guess, you know, he obviously has earned the right to retire. I mean, He may do just more long-form content every once in a while or something. It's hard to say, but you know, I guess everyone has their lifespan on YouTube or filmmaking or the arts. Casey's got kids now. I guess that's his new creative endeavor, which is fair. What's more important than family? Well, not much. This is kind of a cool shot. Really colorful. Austin Augie would hate this shot because it's color and he's not into color, but I'm into color. I love these colors. I mean, all I need now is kind of like a clear blue sky, but I don't have it, so failed again. Yeah, you can tell it's Vancouver and it's Halloween. I think my problem is I just like being creative, like videos, like photos, like cameras, but it's the talent, you know? That's where I'm kind of like dropping the ball. So you need more than just love, right? You can't just love to create. You can't just love anything. You need to have some skill. Gary Vee always says, you know, talent is the key variable, and he's right, you know, for everything. Sure, it's nice to have the gift of life, but without some talent, the gift is kind of squandered. Let's see, here's another classic Augie shot. I don't know what's going on there, but that is interesting. Something's going on there. A parade of people. So there's lots going on in this city. I should be documenting it more. I should be doing the Austin Augie to Vancouver, you know? Why don't I? Well, for one thing, I'm not Austin Augie. If I was Austin Augie, my channel would probably be as big as his. I'd probably be on a BMX bike right now. But I'm not, or a skateboard like Neistat. Instead, I'm walking around back alleys shooting garbage. Yeah, it's no wonder my channel sucks. However, one skill I do have is being able to see skill, being able to see talent, and comment on it. I should probably be doing a commentary channel, is what I should be doing. That's probably the only thing I'm good at, is spotting talent in others.